Welcome back to Choose Joy. I'm Lisa, and this is my friend Katie. And Katie finds joy in making cakes. I'm really excited that we get to watch you make a cake for your oldest daughter's birthday. She's gonna be
15.
Hey, wow, that's a big birthday. So she's really lucky to have a mom like you who can make her a fun birthday cake.
I didn't always do this. I've only been doing this for, 3.5 years almost.
And I think you've made over 30 cakes in those 3.5 years.
Is it that many?
Yeah, I was counting.
I have a big family, so I guess it adds up quick. So I've always been into baking. Like, I made cookies a lot growing up. I was always really interested in cake decorating, so those were my favorite activities when I was a young woman for the youth activities. And there was a party for a friend, and I was like, you know what? I was in charge of cupcakes. I was like, I've been following Cake by Courtney on Instagram for a while. I'm going to try making the cupcakes from scratch. And I only got one cupcake, and I was disappointed because they were really good. And so my youngest daughter's birthday was just like the next week. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this in the cake form. And then once I made that, my family loved it, and they didn't really let me turn back to box cakes.
They know good cake when they taste it. What is it about making these cakes that has brought you joy?
I think just being able to see that I can create something. I've never felt like a very creative person, and I've always felt like my talents were more of the non-showy kind. And so just being able to be like, look what I made, and actually have it taste good, and the people that I make it for, that they enjoy it, and that it makes my kids feel special to be able to be like, okay, this is the kind of cake I want, and how they're making their own combinations, and they're just excited that they get more freedom that way, and it's just fun.
That's so fun. And then is this a cake that Naomi requested?
Yes, and it's one that she's had before, like a few times. This is one of her top cakes, and so this one's like a full recipe too. It's not what I call a Frankenstein cake, where they're picking different elements from different recipes. So
Frankenstein cake, I love that. So what kind of cake are you making today?
This is a hot chocolate cake. It's dark chocolate cake layers with a chocolate ganache filling, marshmallow buttercream, and a chocolate drip.
Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, well, I'm excited to watch you make it. Let's do it.
Let's go. First thing you need to do is mix the dry ingredients. 240 grams of flour. Next is sugar. Now cocoa. 3/4 cups of dark cocoa powder. Baking soda. 2 teaspoons of that. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder. Here. Okay. We have all of our dry ingredients. Just gonna mix that up. Now we mix our wet ingredients. 1 cup buttermilk, 3 eggs, 1 cup of hot water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and then a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, we're gonna turn the mixer on low and slowly add the wet ingredients. After 23 minutes in a 325-degree oven, here are our cakes. Perfect. Don't see any batter, got some moist crumbs. They have a nice dome, which I'll probably have to cut off for stacking, but otherwise they look really good. Do you want to try?
Always inspire me.
Let's put this on. How'd it turn out?
Very good, very chocolatey.
Okay, right now we're working on the filling and the crumb coat. And then we're gonna drizzle some ganache on here. Flatter, so that makes a good middle piece. Marshmallow buttercream.
Oh, wow.
So it's got butter, cream cheese, vanilla, salt, and just like jet puff marshmallow cream.
Oh, wow. Can I try some of that?
Yeah. I'm more of a cake person. But this is one of my favorite buttercreams. That's flat enough.
You might just have to fill it in with a little more frosting.
Oh no. Okay, so this will be the crumb coat. We just do a thin coat of buttercream all over the cake. And then we'll put it in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes. for the cake. Okay. Scraper.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna like bring your arm around.
Oh, and turn it this way. All right. Okay, this is the textured scraper.
Looks. Now for the drip.
Oh yeah.
This one, I feel like I've improved on my drips a lot in the last few years.
Right up to the edge. Huh?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the marsh? Can you put her down so that I can play with her?
In the past. Ta-da!
Yay!
It's done.
Beautiful!
Thank you.
You did a great job.
And now it will live in the freezer until it's time to pull it out for the party.
Doesn't that make you want to go bake a cake? And I have the perfect recipe. It's a chocolate candy bar cake that has been a go-to in my family for years. While it's not quite as fancy as Katie's amazing cakes, it is super easy, looks really pretty, and is so delicious and chocolatey. Check it out in the description.